What's going on, y'all? My name is Enoch. I'm here to inspire, motivate, and encourage you to be the best version of you that you could possibly be. I know that ain't an easy task, but let's go. Welcome back to Divine Motivation Podcast. I appreciate you tuning in. Thank you for being here. You could be doing anything, but you're listening to this. I appreciate that. If I say something that's all right, send it to somebody. Subscribe, all that good stuff. Follow the Instagram, Divine Motivation _. I will give you a motivational video every single day. That's my word. Now, let's get to it. Let's talk. Okay, what we talking about? One thing I want to talk about that if you're listening to this and you're breathing and you're walking around or you're living, we can all relate to. I want to talk about life. Not just life, like us just being here, but like life. Like things that just be happening that we just can't control. Man, life be doing what life do sometimes, and I think the best way to handle it is to understand like some things I just can't control. Yes, there's things you can control. There's things you have a hand in. There's some things that you can put into place. But for those things that we just can't control, we got to learn how to embrace it. And I think a lot of times we're not really taught how to. And the reason is because we don't work on ourselves enough to understand who we are and what methods work for us when things happen. That's why I'm always talking about it's so important to just grow your mindset, like grow yourself spiritually, mentally, physically, because you can't predict what's going to happen. Things happen that can hurt you. Things happen that can make you feel like you took a step back. Things happen that makes you feel like you're not going to make it. But if you prepare yourself for the unseen, it's not going to make it like the easiest, but it'll be bearable. That's why I'm like, you can't just be walking through life all willy-nilly. I haven't heard that in years. I don't even know why I said that. You can't be walking through life all willy-nilly like it's all gravy. And then when something happens, it's like it's the end of the world. I see that a lot. People go through some things, like, and I get it. That's why I just try to help people understand, like, yo, life is not going to be the easiest thing in the world. But it grows you. It strengthens you. And I don't even think life gets easier. I really don't think that. I honestly believe we just either get stronger, we get stagnant, or we get weaker or broken. I don't really think like life is like, all right, you know what? You made it this far. I'm going to just let you rock. It's about to be smooth sailing from now on because of everything that you went through. You know what? I got you. God is just like, you know what? Yeah, you've earned it. You can just live scot-free now. I honestly don't think it works like that. I think because of the things that we've been through and how we handle them, that's how we're able to maneuver through life. Like, I honestly believe I'm in a place now where life is not getting easier. I've just gotten strong enough to where I can withstand things that are in front of me, things that I have to deal with, things that looks like a struggle to somebody else. To me, is just another obstacle that I have to get over. And it takes time. But if you're not constantly working on yourself, if you're not constantly trying to be the best version you could possibly be, when certain things come to somebody that's been working on themselves, they may look at like, oh, that's a small problem. But to somebody that hasn't been preparing themselves, working on themselves, it may feel like, man, I I don't know if I'm gonna make it. Like, I've been there. That mindset, like, dang, I don't know how this gonna work out. But when you overcome that and you build your strength, you no longer have the perspective of, oh man, I don't know how I'm gonna make it through that. It's more of a perspective of, okay, this is in front of me. Now let's respond to it. Cause you already have the mindset like, yo, I'm gonna make it through this. Like I've been through that. Once you have that mindset of like, oh, this is just something that I'm gonna benefit from this. I'm gonna learn from this. As a kid, we be going through stuff and be like, oh my gosh, it's the end of the world. Like your mom take your video games, you're like, oh my gosh, like why would she do that? Like, but it's like, because you're a child, your perspective is very small. But as you get older and as you grow, when things happen, it's like, yo, all right, that happened. It sucks, but we'll figure it out. Like people that have lost a job before and gotten a new job, you can always just, like, you have choices. Somebody that lose their job and decide, you know what, that's it, I'm not gonna look for a job anymore. To them, that's the position they'll stay in. But for someone that has lost their job and got a new job, if they lose that job, they kind of have some type of, okay, it sucks right now. But I do remember when I lost a job before and I got a new one and I got a better job. So I can make it through this. But it's about the, all right, now let's go. Let's actually work through it. Those emotions. Like we let our emotions like control us a lot sometimes. Like a kid asked me like, how do I deal with my emotions? I said at a young age, it might be kind of hard, but kind of change the perspective. Instead of lashing out, like look at emotions like energy in motion. Like, how do I want to direct this energy? Do I want to direct it in a negative way to where I lash out? Or do I want to direct this energy to kind of figure out, like, what am I actually feeling? Like, what is this? Like, I'm upset, but how do I handle it? And if you just take that energy and just try to figure out, you'll start to look at who am I? What is it that I'm really upset at? Is it my ego that was hurt? Is it my feelings that was hurt? Or is it just a justified anger? You know what I'm saying? Like you just start to think and process things differently. That's all it's about. Just try to process things differently in a healthy way. And understanding like, yo, things happen. Life be doing what life does, but at the same time, you have to learn how to maneuver and work through it and get better and get stronger. Because this life thing is like, things are going to happen. It's just what it is. We can't control that. But what we can control is how we handle what happens. That's this week's episode. I appreciate you tuning in. Remember, like, subscribe, share, subscribe, share, subscribe, subscribe, share. Follow Instagram, Divine Motivation _. And let's do this again next week, man. I appreciate y'all. For real. Thank you for being here. Peace.